Joining me now, two of the lawmakers who will be able to ask Secretary Clinton the tough questions that need to be asked. Senator John Barrasso and Ron Johnson. Senators, welcome back to the program.
Thank you.
Hello, Sean.
All right, this is 2010, Senator Barrasso. This is Mohamed Morsi. This is a guy that's saying things like, let's see, America is enemies, the Israelis are bloodsuckers, warmongers, descendants of apes and pigs. He said that about 2 years ago. And now we're going to give him F-16 fighter jets, and we're going to give him tanks on top of the $1.5 billion we're giving the former head of the Muslim Brotherhood. Help me out, Senator. That sounds really dumb.
I've just returned from Israel and from Afghanistan. John McCain and Kelly Ayotte and some other senators have just returned from visiting in Egypt with Morsi to discuss these very issues. The people of Egypt, and Morsi in particular, know that continuing a relationship with Israel is key to U.S. foreign aid, that there needs to be a strong military commitment in Israel, specifically to protect the Sinai, because we know that weapons are being shipped up through the Sinai to Gaza to Hamas. So this is, as you say, a continuation of a previous agreement. It is going to continue, and even the people of Israel agree it's important to make sure that the Egyptian military is strong, but Egypt needs to continue its commitment to the Camp David Accord.
But Senator Johnson, the Egyptian military now, some of the key leaders that we thought were more moderate, they're gone. Morsi's gotten rid of them. Now we're going to give them F-16 fighter jets and tanks. I got to be honest, sometimes I got to wonder, this guy was a former terrorist in the Muslim Brotherhood. Help me out. How does this strategically work for Israel and us?
Well, Sean, it is somewhat concerning. And, you know, what's really kind of interesting is this same administration denies those same types of jet fighters to a good ally like Taiwan. And so, no, I think we have to monitor this situation very carefully. I agree with Senator Barrasso, though. I think it is critical that we maintain good relationships with Egypt. It's an incredibly important country, the largest Arab nation in the world, and it is going to be vital that Egypt and Israel maintain a good working relationship. So these are tough issues, but I'm a little concerned about that shipment.
Help me out, either one of you. Just jump in and tell me where I'm wrong. This guy headed up the Muslim Brotherhood, a terrorist organization. He's trying to implement Sharia law. We now are giving him $1.5 billion taxpayer dollars. He refers to our closest allies as apes and pigs and America as the enemy. Why do I think we're being played for suckers here?
Well, Sean, the most important thing, tomorrow Hillary Clinton, Secretary of State, will be testifying. The following day, John Kerry, who's been nominated as the new Secretary of State, will be coming in to testify. And I think those questions that you raise are very important for Secretary of State designee Kerry. What we need to do with Secretary of State Clinton is specifically focus on the attacks in Benghazi, what she knew, when she knew it, what happened before, leading up to where the security was withdrawn, what happened during the attacks, what happened after, and how we are going to find justice, because there is still no justice. Well,
and now she's had 4 months to prepare, Senator, and I assume that she's dotted every I and crossed every T, Senator Johnson, and this was the Secretary of State that was blaming a YouTube video that we now know had zero impact on this. And we do know the ambassador requested extra security that was denied. I don't know what possible answer could she give on this.
Well, it'll be interesting, and you're right, Sean. I mean, she has had time to prepare, but she has an awful lot to answer for. I mean, why were all those warnings ignored? Prior to the attack, what was she doing during the attack, and what about afterwards? Who's being held to account for the purposeful misleading of Ambassador Rice, and just in terms of the State Department as well? We heard that 4 people supposedly resigned or were asked to leave. None of those people left the department at all. So, no, there are an awful lot of questions she's going to have to answer, and we're very grateful that she's coming up to the Hill tomorrow to answer those questions.
All right, well, we'll have hopefully you guys back tomorrow. We'll get a report on those hearings, and of course we'll be covering them live right here on the Fox News Channel. Senators, thank you both for being with us.
Thanks for having us.